Hi there, Becky here from 168 Fitness. Week 3 of my How to Tone Up for Summer advice. So hopefully you've already made a start. If you haven't, then I would suggest going back to week 1 and start with that. And you could maybe fast track a little bit and go to week 2. But certainly you could maybe start this week. It depends where you're at currently with your exercise and activity levels. But that's for you to decide. I would say though, week 1 is just a nice steady start, so you might want to go to that and just try and catch up as we go through. So I gave you some homework to do over the last couple of weeks, a mini toning circuit that's going to target the key sort of areas of the body. So the first exercise was squats, second one tricep dips, and the third one sit-ups. So we're targeting all those sort of key areas that I get asked for help with. So we started off with 10 repetitions in week 1 on 3 different days, and you got to choose how many rounds of that you did. Then I said last week up it to 15 repetitions. Hopefully you managed to do that, keeping the number of rounds the same and the number of days the same as well. So we were doing 3 days of 15 repetitions. And then this week what I want you to do is to add in some mountain climber intervals. So mountain climbers is where you're sort of in plank position on the floor on your hands and toes, and then you bring your knees in underneath the body. They can go across, so opposite knee to opposite elbow sort of direction, or they can just come underneath like that. Alternatively, if you struggle to be on your hands and toes in the plank position for too long, then you can do some high knees just standing up and either sort of walking them or running high knees. And I'd say just maybe stick with the same 15 repetitions. You could probably do 15 each side, so that would really be 30. Or you could just time yourself for a quick 15-second blast of those if you wanted to. But you're going to add those in as intervals. So this is how it will look in terms of like the circuit and doing the homework. So you'll do maybe start off with the mountain climbers, do sort of 15 to 30 of those, or 15 seconds. And then you're going to do 15 squats. And then you're going to do your mountain climbers again. Then you're going to do 15 tricep dips. And then you're going to do your mountain climbers again. And then you're going to do 15 crunches or sit-ups. And then you can have a quick break. If you're just doing 1 round, done. Fantastic, all good. Be consistent with the number of rounds that you did last week. So if you did last week 2 or 3 rounds, then I want you to repeat it then. So you can have a quick drink, quick breather, and then go into it again. Do 2 more rounds, or 1 or 2 more rounds, so that you're consistent with how many rounds you did last week, okay? If you did the maximum sort of 5 rounds in week 1 and week 2, then I want you to stick with the 4 or 5 rounds that you did before, adding in those mountain climbers. So the increase this week, the progression this week, is adding those mountain climber intervals. We're going to keep with the 3 days the same. So, for example, if you did the Monday, you did your mini circuit on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, that's great, nicely spread out, get the weekend off and then go back into it again next week. But you can mix and match those days, but just 3 different days doing the mini circuit at least once, but a maximum sort of 5 times through, 15 reps of each exercise as before, and adding in those mountain climber intervals. Mountain climbers are really good because if you're on your hands and toes in sort of that plank position, we've got the upper body working, we've got the core working as well to keep you in that position, and legs obviously working by bringing the knees underneath. You can go fast with those mountain climbers if you're used to it, or you can just go slower, and as I said, you can do the high knees instead if you want to. So if you're not sure on any of those, please do get in touch with me and I'll help you out, or you can just do a quick Google search, I'm sure they'll come up. But that's your homework for this week. I want you to keep on going so that you're feeling all the benefits. This week being week 3, you might be feeling some benefits already, but this is the tipping point. This is where if you keep going, you're going to feel even better week 4 onwards. So yeah, do try and keep with it and be consistent and get those 3 days mini circuits done. Okay, good stuff. I'll see you next week with some more top tips.